What's good, peeps? Today we're making a light, crunchy, crispy fried shrimp recipe with a dope, simple buffalo sauce made homemade. I'll show you how to make it in a few easy steps. There's nothing to it. Let's get to cooking. I'm gonna start by prepping the shrimp. I like to make sure I devein and clean the shrimp, so I just run a knife through the spine and get all of that gooey stuff out. Then I'm gonna take a long toothpick and go all the way through the middle of the shrimp to keep them straight during cooking, to have that straight finished look that's just a little more visually appealing. Start by making my dredge. It's gonna be buttermilk with a couple of eggs cracked directly into the buttermilk. Then I'm just gonna mix up pretty well, beat those eggs up a little bit until I get them nice and blended in. And then I can start to add some of those seasonings. I got a Creole seasoning spice mix plus flour that I'm going to use to make ultimately what's going to be like a wet batter that I'm going to use to help bread the shrimp. And that's really kind of the making of the batter. So now it's really kind of moving to, hey, once I get it nice and creamy, how can I make that crunchy exterior that I'm looking for, that texture? And for me, I'm going to use some panko crumbs as well as some of that Creole seasoning mix. We want to season at every level so we have a well-seasoned dish. So season the batter, season the breadcrumbs, and then I'm going to take those shrimp that have been impaled with the toothpicks and give them a nice coating of that batter before dipping them into the panko crumbs and making sure that each one of those individual shrimp is fully coated with a nice layer of those panko crumbs. And that's all there is to it for the shrimp. The rest of it is just, frying. And that's nothing, right? It only takes a couple of minutes to fry shrimp. But I like to set mine up on a prepared baking sheet. Now I can make my buffalo sauce. Most people use Frank's Red Hot as their hot sauce of choice. I'm a fan of Valentino's, and so that's kind of what I'm going with. But it's a simpler formula. Butter and hot sauce is the basis of buffalo sauce. I know you probably think that's like all these other crazy ingredients, but that's really the basis. And so you can add some other things, like in my case, I flip it with some Worcestershire sauce and a little bit of honey, and a little bit of that spice mix. Again, I want to kind of like link all the different flavors together, building around this Creole spice mix. And so I'm going to let that simmer for a little bit, let those flavors come together in the pot as the butter melts into the dish. As they, kind of level up, I add a little bit of Haitian epis, some green seasoning, it's another alternate. But that's just kind of leveling up, just kind of me adding my own twist, not necessarily needed. So I'm going to fry at 350 degrees for my shrimp. You only need about 2 to 3 minutes, 4 tops. Again, these will continue to cook after you take them out of the fryer. So be mindful that you don't want to overcook these because they get a little bit chewy, right? So just really be mindful of that. Don't feel like you have to leave them in for an ungodly amount of time. 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 7 minutes. That's ungodly territory, right? And so that's the dish. So once you're done with the frying, pull them off the heat, allow them to cool on a baking tray lined with the grated sheet, and the oil can drain off and you get like a really crisp, clean, nice tasting fried shrimp dish that's ready to be coated with that buffalo sauce. Now you can coat it however you want. You can just kind of put it in a big old pan and shake it up and let the sauce coat it. You can dip it, you can brush it, you can spoon the sauce over the top. It's really up to you how grimy, how wet you want your shrimp to be. But for me, just for show, I'm just showing you like the spoon look, but I literally kind of dip the whole shrimp into the buffalo sauce, and then just hold those tails that are dry and enjoy them just like that. So as you can tell, that's an easy dish. I garnish it with some green onions and some cilantro. Do as you wish. Maybe sprinkle a little more of that seasoning on there. But that's it. You got a great appetizer, or you can make it a full dish by serving it with some coconut rice and some other sides. Up to you how you get down. If you like the dish, leave a like. More importantly, leave a comment and hit that red subscribe button. and you'll continue to get updated recipes directly to your inbox when I post new content, which is weekly if you didn't know. And that's it. Thanks for vibing with me. I'll see you again next week with another dope dish. Peace out. Word.